Hello, everyone. My name is Yahanseh George Nyghtstorm. And I know you're used to seeing someone else sitting in this chair, but I have a little less hair and I'm a little more dark-skinned because I'm chocolate. But I would tell you why I'm here, and I'm here for a very good reason. What church militant means to me is beyond approach. I understand that we're all imperfect. We all do things, and we all struggle, and we all fall. And if you haven't been snatched down yet, just live a little bit longer and it'll happen to you. But the important thing is how you get up, how you respond, how you listen to criticism, but also how you're able to move forward with the mission that God gave you. Now, some of you guys know me through my political days and some of you don't. So let me tell you first a little bit about me. Now, in 1985, my faith journey began, and it did not start good at all. I was actually very young, 11 years old, and I went to camp. And let's just say something bad happened to me at that camp. The same type of things that has happened to a lot of people within our faith, even on the Protestant side, and around many places around the world. But it changed me. And it was a Catholic leader who told me that if I ever told anybody that God was dispatch angels to kill me and my mom in our sleep, and God is everywhere, so I need to be quiet. Now, when something like that happens, when pain and hurt affects someone, I started to hate God. I started to hate everything that was Catholic. I wanted to burn down every Catholic church that I've ever saw. And I hated every single Catholic that I ran across. And this happened for many, many years through my childhood. But as I grew up and I became 18 years old and I started experiencing life and suffering through homelessness and people trying to kill me because I was on the street, amazing things started to happen. God started to pull people in my life, and I started to get a lot of help that was unexpected and from people that I did not expect it from. Now, let's fast forward to the year 2015, and I am going through a divorce. It hurt. It hurt a lot. But as I was driving through a particular neighborhood, it was a very well-to-do neighborhood, and two little girls ran out into the street and said, "I want you to buy some lemonade." Now just stay with me because I know this sounds a little bit crazy, but they said, "Buy some lemonade from us. It's the best lemonade you'll ever have, and it's only 25 cents. To get these girls out of the street, I bought the lemonade, drank it. It was so good, I actually turned around and said, "Who gave you this business acumen to sell this lemonade?" And at that point, a gentleman was running over. He said, "These are my daughters. Is everything okay?" I said, "Are you their dad?" He said, "Yes, I'm their father. I taught them that. And would you like to come to my home and have a little bit more lemonade?" And we chit-chat. Now, the reason why this is important, this is the year 2015. America was in the heights of the whole Michael Brown situation, and race relations was terrible. So here you have a 300-pound black man driving through a multi-million-dollar neighborhood, and a very wealthy white gentleman invites me into his home, no questions asked. And I told him, "Why would you do this?" He said, "Because I have love for you and I appreciate you." And we started talking about family, fatherhood, and community. And then I noticed he was Catholic. I hated him at that point because I hated all Catholics. But what he did for me changed my life. He said, "I understand why you may hate Catholics because of what has happened to you, but give us an opportunity to show you that we are all not that way." And by the grace of God, with him and the love of a community of people who didn't know me from Adam, embraced me because I was a Baptist Protestant preacher preaching fire and brimstone against every Catholic that I could see. They loved on me, nurtured me. And after a little while, I found myself taking the Eucharist. I cried at that moment because it was people who didn't care what happened to me. They just wanted to love me. They didn't care that I was Protestant. They didn't care that I was hating on them. They didn't care. They just wanted to show genuine Catholic love, and it brought me closer to Christ, and it saved my soul. Now, the reason why I joined Church Militant is because right now, you don't abandon people when they're going through difficulties. And just like that community did not abandon me, I'm not going to abandon Church Militant. As a matter of fact, when I was running for Congress in 2022, Church Militant was one of the only major media sites to actually accept me and my strong pro-life message. Because two of my children, I'm a proud father of 7, but 2 of my children were killed in 1999 in an abortion. And I stand strong to help protect these babies. And I think it's a shame that more mainstream media and other outlets don't even see this as important. But Church Militant did. They gave me a platform. And they said, we are willing to stand with you to protect the lives of these children, even when others won't, even when it's not popular, and even if we're going to catch hell for it. I appreciated that. Now, one thing I also have learned while being here with Church Militant is to appreciate the people that are here, the hardworking staff that are here all the time, making sure the stories are told, making sure they're actually living the faith and being the examples that we need. Because one thing for sure, with me coming on to Church Militant and even taking a leadership role here, we have to lead by example. If we want others to be accountable, we must first be accountable. And this is one thing I have seen with Church Militant. Actually going out into the darkness and actually wanting to help the people, to give a voice to the people who cannot speak, to stand for people who cannot fight back, and to encourage the laity that you yourself are powerful enough to stand for what is right, even if we disagree with leadership in our church at times. But in all things, all of us have fallen. But the glory of God is beautiful when all of us can come up and stand together and walk right with Him by letting Him lead us. And that is what Church Militant is doing. So I want to send a message to everybody. Thank you for everybody that has stood with us with your donations. Thank you to everybody who has stood with us in the darkest of the storms. We appreciate that. But I also want to say thank you to the people who may feel a little different right now, who are a little bit standoffish right now, because you're worried, because you have so much love for this organization. You want to see where we're going, and you want to see how we get up. Well, today, we get up. Today, we are moving forward, and I would love it for us to be able to move forward with you. And to all the new people out there who have only heard of Church Militant for the first time, or maybe seen things in the media about Church Militant, I say, look at what we're doing. Join us, because everybody is sick of what's going on in our communities right now. We are all hurting: black, white, Jew, Gentile, Catholic, Protestant. We are all hurting. And we need a voice to stand in that darkness and lead us out as we point people to Christ. This is our mission. We will continue to hold the powerful accountable, but we will have a strong, bold message to everybody that feels hidden, that feels powerless, that feels like you cannot speak. We will be your voice, and we will stand with you. So I say to this, God bless you and everyone you hold dear. Stand with us and see what we are doing here at Church Militant. We're going to move forward in 2024 because God is bringing all of His children together at this very, very special time. He needs all of us because the enemy wants all of us gone, and that's why Church Militant is very important in this fight. So stand with us, support us, watch us, vet us. To all the haters out there who troll us, keep on going. And if you want to talk about me, that's fine. But watch where we go and see how we move and see how we stand with the love and the mercy and the grace of Jesus Christ. Because that is the mission of every last one of us. And that is what we're going to do here at Church Militant. Thank you for listening to me. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you out here on the battlefield. It's 2024. Let's go.